Alright guys, so today we're taking a look at a case that has a ring kickstand and an excellent camera control button. Now originally when I got this case, I tried it on, wasn't the biggest fan of it, but it grew on me and now I really like it. And today we are taking a look at the Ringke Alles for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Now, huge shout out to Ringke for sending these out to me to review for you guys. The price on this is $33.99 and all links are down in the description below for you guys to check it out for yourselves. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. You get that super classic Ringke packaging here. Ringke, it says Alice for iPhone 16 Pro Max, and that's pretty much it. So instead of ripping it right here, I've just recently started pulling it open right there so I can kind of reseal it. But let's see what we get. So we do get our case and just a little Ringke sticker right there. That's pretty much it. Nothing extra from Ringke. Now, here on the back, we are going to get this really nice polycarbonate material, but it does have a soft touch feel to it, so it's not going to be slippery. You are going to get your magnetic ring kickstand here that is going to open up right there. And of course, your individual cutouts for your lenses, which I love that about Ringke. Now, this is going to be a two-part style case, as you guys can see there, but don't worry, you do not ever have to take two parts apart. Slide it in with the case together, take your phone out with the case all together, and you'll be good to go there. So just to kind of put it right back in place, it all clicks back and you are good to go. So that's the back, and you do get a little bit of Ringke branding right there. Now going over to the inside, you're gonna get these little windows right here, and that's gonna help you for your shock absorption for your phone. You're gonna get a nice big magnet right there, and that TPU material that goes all the way around the inside of the case. Now your four corners are going to be reinforced with air pockets, and that way that gives you even more drop protection. So let's go ahead and take our scale. We'll weigh this thing, see how much it weighs and how thick it is, and we'll go from there. So we're in grams, we're looking at 62 grams. So this is gonna be a little bit of a heavier, a little bit of a thicker style case, but it's gonna give you good protection. It has a camera control button that works really well, which we'll test that. And it has that magnetic ring that's gonna give you a built-in kickstand. So this is gonna be more of your protective style case. The closest thing that this reminds me to is like an OtterBox commuter. So it's that two-part design, it's gonna have that extra protection and all that. So really, compared to the OtterBox commuter, I actually like this one a lot more. But let's keep going and I'll show you guys more about the case. So that was the weight of it. Let's go ahead and check out that thickness. So start off from front to back, we're looking at 12.8 millimeters. And from inside to outside, we're looking at 3.8 millimeters. So like I said, a little bit on the thicker side, but it's gonna give you that nice protection. So if you guys pick one of these up, and it's gonna be significantly cheaper than an OtterBox commuter, but if you pick one of these up, you know your phone is going to be protected well. So let's go ahead and bring over our natural titanium 16 Pro Max, and we'll go ahead and put it into the case. Now let's listen out for that click. Solid click onto there. It's going to have a very good fit onto your phone, which, speaking of which, let's go ahead and take a look. Now around the sides, it's that TPU material, so you are going to get a little bit of give there, but Ringke has that good protection, so that doesn't even bother me. You're going to get a little more around your buttons, and then your camera control button is going to have a little bit give there. So I would like to see this be a little bit of a stiffer fit around, but it's a tight enough fit, and I do definitely feel confident that if I was to drop this, even from a higher up height, my phone would not come out of there. I'm definitely confident about that. But that is going to be that. Let's check out those corners. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the corners are not difficult to get off, but they're not too easy. So all of your corners should be just fine. You'll have no issues when it comes to the fit of your corners and the sides of the case. Now taking a look at that camera and screen protection, let's go ahead and wipe our phone down, all the lenses. And this thing is going to shine with that. So you're gonna get a nice screen lip right here. That way, I am using a full coverage Semper Guy screen protector, but you are going to be able to get a good bit of screen lip there. So you can definitely set this down on just about any surface and you'll be good to go with that. And then of course, with your camera bump, you get very nice recessed camera rings right there. So you're gonna have very good protection for your camera bump there. Literally whatever surface you want to set this down on, it's not going to have any issues, but it is going to rock, unfortunately. So let's take a look around the sides of it. Now starting off with the top, we are completely closed in there, and as you guys see right here are going to kind of demonstrate your air pockets for the corners. So those are gonna, it's more so on the inside of the case, but those are gonna give you that extra protection. On the left-hand side, you have your built-in buttons here. Now these are gonna be your TPU buttons. They are built in, but they do have the cutouts in them, the relief cutouts, so you can click them. You have your action button, volume up and down, and you're closed in the rest of the way. And here, if you guys can see, you are going to get a lanyard loop on this side. So Let's listen to how those buttons sound. So all in all, the buttons are decently clicky. I would love to see these as standalone buttons, especially if they were plastic or metal buttons. I think that would really set this case off even more than what it already is. These buttons are not bad by any means. They're nice and clicky. Everything is very responsive, but I just wish that we could get standalone buttons that are even more clicky and protrude out a little bit more. This thing would be way better. Even though it's already a great case, it would be just that much better with those buttons. But your buttons are going to have indicators on them. So you have your action button here, the plus for volume up, minus for volume down. And then on the right-hand side, you get some grooves here for your power button on there. Now moving along to the bottom, so you're gonna get your accurate microphone and speaker cutouts and a really nice wide open USB-C port. So let's go ahead and plug this in here. We have a cable. There we go, we're charging. And you're gonna get ample amount of room there. So you'll have no issues with all your thicker head cables. Everything will be just fine. And then moving along to the right-hand side, we're gonna get a lanyard loop here. Of course, your camera control button and your power button, so you're all the way closed in here. So your camera control button is gonna consist of a few different layers. So you're gonna have silicone with an aluminum frame. It's gonna actually have a printed circuit board that touches your camera control button and a PET film on the top. So this button, even though it has the circuit board, it is a very good button, which let's test that out. So it's gonna have a nice groove right there, very easy to get to. Clicks easily. Listen to how that sounds. There we go. Clicks nice and easy. And look at that button. This thing is super, super responsive. Very nice. Let's do our usual test here where we barely add any weight and just look at how well that slides. So I'm not even putting like any pressure, just barely grazing it, and it slides very, very well. So you're gonna have absolutely no issues when it comes to this camera control button. We'll take our picture there, and everything is just fine. The camera control button on this case really surprised me, because a lot of the time with these cases, I would consider this a budget case, right? It's around 33 bucks, which it's a little bit above that $20 to $30 price range, so it's not like all the way a budget case, but in the grand scheme of things, there are way more expensive cases out there than this case, and the camera control button on this one, Ringke knocked it out of the park. Ringke, I would love to see this camera control button on your entire lineup. I think that would be really good. I love the Ringke Rugged. As you guys saw, that was in my top 10 case list. I love the Onyx. The Alice is great. Everything is really good. Just take that button, literally the identical same button, throw it on all the cases, especially on that Onyx. That's going to be probably the best budget case out there if it gets a camera control button. So anyways, that is going to be the button right there. Like I said, everything works just fine with that. So let's go ahead and take a look at that kickstand, right? So that's a big main attraction of this. So when you open it up, it's going to pop open and it does rotate 360 degrees. Now I love that each rotation clicks into place, so it's not just all loose and everything like that. Listen to how that click sounds. Everything is very nice with that click there. It's of course going to support your phone with no issues whatsoever. You can use it like this. You can even use it just like this if you want to, but of course we can just rotate it and use your phone in so many different angles, close it all the way up, pretty much even to flat, and it's still open because it has a very nice, good hinge right there. So all angles that you want to use this thing, you can even lay it down like that if you want to the side. It really doesn't matter. This kickstand is great, and I'm very happy with it. I love the hinge on it. I love that it clicks into place. This is the way a magnetic ring kickstand should be done right here. They knocked it out of the park with that. But let's make sure that it actually works well with the MagSafe. So let's go ahead and test that. We'll bring over our Apple MagSafe wallet, attach that. Do we get an animation? Let's try that one more time just for science, right? So I like this to be nice and straight. So let's just check that. Are we going to get it? Okay, so no animation on your MagSafe wallet, but it's going to take a decent amount of pressure, like just going back and forth with it. It's going to take a little bit of pressure in order to get that off. Now, of course, with the soft touch material on the back of it, I would just be a little bit careful with something that has weak magnets like the Apple MagSafe wallet. But for your other accessories, you should be just fine. So let's actually go ahead and bring over our Apple MagSafe battery pack. We'll try that out. There we go. We are charging. Not sure why we didn't get the animation, but go ahead. Now, the only thing is there's no alignment magnet here. So your battery pack is going to end up moving around, but just shaking it it's not going anywhere. The MagSafe on here is nice and strong. It'll even start to pull off the accessory here. Let's try it like this. It'll even start pulling off the accessory right there before the ring pops off. So you're gonna get pretty decent MagSafe on here. And then bringing over our Anker 623. Let's just try that out. Oh, let's rotate it actually. Try that out, and yeah, if the ring isn't opening, like especially if you have the hinge kind of like that, and you just attach the item right here, that's pretty good MagSafe strength right there, to the point where it's not going to just easily come off, and you do have to give it a good shake of the wrist before that does come off. So MagSafe strength on this one, definitely approved. I like it. Good MagSafe. I can definitely feel comfortable using it on my car mount, my nightstand, all that. Just if you're going through a bumpy road, you may want to turn this like that so it opens from the bottom. And that way, if it starts to pull off, it's not going to pull the case off of your MagSafe mount. So that is definitely good. Really no issues when it comes to the MagSafe. That's kind of one of those things you can expect with a MagSafe ring kickstand, that when it does open up, unfortunately, some accessories may end up falling off. So overall, what are my thoughts about this case? It feels really good in the hand, right? If you're holding it like this, not a pinky destroyer at all. You'll be good. No worries at all. I've been using this the last few days. Doesn't hurt the pinky. It's very comfortable. You're going to get those really nice grips, which is actually one thing I didn't even talk about. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Didn't even talk about it while we were going around the phone. But all this texture right here, it has a very nice grippy material. It goes all the way around on the side. So when you're holding it like this case is not slippery whatsoever. The back has a nice soft touch, and it's really not bad with fingerprints at all. Like, I'm just sitting here kind of mashing this, and if you look, it's really not bad. So you're getting a soft touch feeling really with no fingerprints. That good grip all the way around. Each button is nice and pronounced. All around, this thing feels really good in the hand. So what are my thoughts? Is it worth the price, and do I recommend it? And the answer is yes. Like I said, when I first got it, I was a little bit iffy with it, but I started using it. I never just take a case out, throw it on, and review it. I want to give it some time, because things come up, something may break, something may, you may like something, you may not like something. So I put each and every case through its actual paces. And this one really surprised me. After the last few days of using it, I've really been liking it, and I can definitely recommend it to you guys. So talking about colors, unfortunately, you're only getting 2 colors. It's going to come in this black, and it's also going to come in gunmetal. So 2 color options to choose. I'd love to see if we can get a few different colors, especially ones that maybe match some of the other phones, but black kind of goes with everything, and so does gunmetal. So all around, it's a great case. For that price point, you're getting pretty good MagSafe strength. You're getting good protection. The camera rings are enclosed. You're getting a good screen lip. You're getting a lot of good things with this case, plus a really good camera control button. So check out the Ringke Alles. I think you guys will be impressed. But let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. I've really been enjoying it, and I can't wait to hear your thoughts. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. That goes a very long way for me and allows me to consistently make these videos for you. And if you guys want to see my review of the Ringke Rugged, which is in my top 10 case list, and I really like that case, I'll leave that video right there. If you guys want to see that top 10 case list, see what your favorite cases are, maybe you have some that are on that list, I'll leave the top 10 right here.